welcome. Come on in. Hello, hello, friends. You're all on mute, so feel free to take yourself off the mute if you want to. Dropping oils. My head in the game. How are you all doing tonight? Hey, you just did this the other night, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I know I saw Sarah. Go ahead.
It's always good to see other people's, like how they present things, and it helps you then when I go to do it again, I'll, change it up a little bit. So I like watching other people's classes.
Yeah, I do as well. I feel like I'm still learning. I'm always learning from, people. No matter where they are in their journey of oils, like I can always pick up something, like a little nugget,
Yeah.
the way that they
exactly.
it or share it. Yeah. So I know Sarah. I said to her, I was like, "Oh, you're doing a Thieves." I said I was thinking about doing a Thieves, and honestly, you guys, I'm like. From week to week, I'm like, okay, what am I going to teach on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I know the feel. I have a clipboard, and I put everything on a clipboard, or I wouldn't remember anything.
Yeah, and I need to be better about like just coming up with topics. So anyway, so Sarah and I said to Sarah, like, so let's just tag team. You're doing a Monday night, I'm doing a Wednesday night. Sometimes they overlap, so we're just going to combine it, and I'll share more about that at the end. There's no need to like be doing these 2 times a week, especially with our business mentorship that we have going on. So yeah, work smarter rather than harder, right? So Tiff said she's so glad to be here. So tell me, you can just shout it out. There's only a few of us on here. I had about 12 register, so I know some people register, but then things come up. So you can just share with me what is your biggest frustration with cleaning right now?
Toilet bowl cleaner.
Shout it out, toilet bowl cleaner.
Can't seem to find a recipe I really like.
Mm-hmm. Hear you on that one. Yep. And I was going to say, where are y'all joining from? But I know where you're all joining from. So what else? What are you guys struggling with when it comes to cleaning or finding like the right cleaner?
An easy shower cleaner. Like something that I don't have to scrub until my arm falls off.
Yes. We will talk about that. Easy shower cleaner. Does anyone know a Kate McCallicker? Okay. I didn't see her on the register list, so I'm not going to admit her.
Yes. Did you say Kate?
Kate McCallicker.
Yes, that's the girl that I know.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm always a little hesitant now, so.
No, yeah, I hear you. I had one that Thursday, not the Thursday that we did the Thieves. It came up as Blu-ray, and I was like, anybody know this person? It's scary.
It is. It is. I would like my heart skips a beat, and I always, right before I get on here, I'm like, hey, Lord, let no enemy be formed against us. Or like, I'm like, praying over this. Okay. So a shower cleaner. Okay. And toilet bowl. All right. Well, I'm going to get started here. Because it is at 05. And I wanted to keep this to 20 to 30 minutes. And I will post the replay on YouTube. Yes. So my story, real quick, briefly. I grew up 1980s child, traditional cleaners in the home. And then when I got my home, I just, Clorox tub scrub is what I used. bleach for everything, bleach for everything. Any cleaning product that had bleach in, that was what I used. And I remember just, I would gasp for air. Thursdays, I would clean on a Thursday. So Gracie would spend the night with my mom. She would sleep overnight with my mom, and I would, Thursdays were mammal day, and my mom would watch her while I went to school to teach. And so I thought, oh, I have a little bit of time in the morning, and I'd be like gasping for air, cleaning before I like go to work. And I remember just like my nose hairs, I just feel like they were always burnt off, and like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't smell anything after I was cleaning, and I was like, this isn't normal. And I started doing a little bit more research, and we were homesteading at the time, and we were conscious of what we were putting in our bodies, what I was feeding my little baby, but not really conscious about what we were cleaning with and what we were putting on our skin. So I was doing a little more research, and I would go to Target, Walmart, whatever grocery store I could go to, and I would be like, oh, green cleaner, that's made with non-chemicals. So I would choose those, thinking I was doing better because that's what they target. They target the women thinking that they're gonna, be making better choices. So they put those pretty labels on. So that's what I chose. Still like had a lot of chemical smell. And then just continued to use those. We moved here on this property, and then I had, I had Hannah, and then I had Sawyer, my youngest, and I was looking for a good fish oil to give Sawyer because she had a lot of like digestive issues. We were navigating oils at the time. We were just navigating a lot. And I came across a company, and I won't name the name, but it was a cleaning company that said it was natural. And so I joined that company, and but it was all these different cleaners, but they still had a lot of fragrances. And I was like, I don't know if this is clean. And then I had to keep up with this membership, and I was just like, I don't know. And that's when I really dove into Young Living, and I was like, wait a minute, you have one cleaner that does everything, and I get my essential oils? Okay. And then I just started digging a little bit deeper into fragrances and what, fragrances can have up to 5,000 chemicals in them. And they don't have to be listed on the ingredients list because they're proprietary to the company. It's like they were grandfathered in, which I'm going to get to that in just a little bit. And I was like, what? And I needed simple. I didn't want all these cleaners, like a window cleaner, a toilet bowl cleaner, a shower cleaner, a floor cleaner. It was just too much to keep under the counter, right? How many of you feel that way? Like, you're like, yes, like, I don't need all those cleaners. And so that's our generation story, right? I mean, how many of you go to the grocery store, to Target, Target mostly, probably Walmart, and you walk down those aisles and you just smell the fragrances? And now it makes my stomach turn. Now it makes me sick. I get a headache, because now I'm so desensitized. But that was me. I loved the candles. I loved all the fragrances, all the plugins to make my home smell clean, and to make it smell good. But those were just, I don't know. They were just messing with my body. You become so used to them. But once you get away from them, those fragrances become like so sickly when you smell them. But that's our generation story. I have friends that close friends, family members that still use those things. And when they walk in the door, you can smell the Bath and Body Works on them. You can smell it on their skin. You can smell it when they leave, because it's just part of them, right? And that's that's what our girls are growing up in, and it's disrupting hormones. It's disrupting women's hormones. It's even disrupting men's hormones, because I hear a lot of it. Like, I just heard it from a friend today. She's like, oh, my husband has a different set of cleaners, and I have my clean, chemical-free cleaners, because he thinks that in order for things to be clean, they have to smell clean. And I was like, okay, ladies, let's talk about this, because there is Dr. Anthony J. He talks a lot about the estronation and how these high processed foods, sugars, and chemical synthetics in our products are creating estrogen in our men, and they're creating hormone imbalances in men that eventually lead to dysfunctions later on in life. And what guy is going to be like, yeah, I'll take that fragrance so that I don't have a great sex life later on in life, right? No man says that. So we need to just help our guys understand that it'll cause hormone disruption, and then and so we need to be changing this in our generation. And you guys, you're here, you're learning. Let me admit some more people here. Okay, you're here, you're learning how to change that next generation, how to support yourself and how to support your family. So here are some, just a few statistics, all right, or a few, like just a little history. And if you have our little begin book, it's in here, but you can do some research. The 1976 Toxic Substance Control Act grandfathered in thousands of chemicals that were never tested and classified as safe. So they were grandfathered in, no testing, doesn't matter if they were safe or not. Then the European Union, they banned over 1,328 chemicals, while the US has only banned 30 chemicals. If you've ever watched The Human Experiment, it's like one of those documentaries. I think they state that it's like 64,000 truckloads of chemicals are either made or brought into the US daily. Like, isn't that staggering? And we're using these things on our produce, in our products, fragrances, in candles. Like I said, candles and like, you know, fragrances in anything. Even if you're buying a natural cleaner, it says natural fragrance. Well, in order to be a natural fragrance, all they have to do is just put like a couple drops of essential oils in. That's it. I had a friend, she worked at Procter & Gamble, and she was just blown away. She's like, I toured the facility. They had us tour the facility, big vats of like these chemical concoctions. And they did. In order to say that it was natural, it was just a couple drops of like pure essential oil. That's it. And so they greenwash us. The whole industry greenwashes us. I had a little, oh, you can go to EcoWatch. I think there, it says the statistic is 84,000 chemicals are on the market. 84,000. And those are in our fragrances, in our cleaners, sprayed on our produce. So that right there is just staggering. And so we just really need to be an advocate for our own health, for our children's health. We are the gatekeepers of the home. And when we know better, we do better. And so, you know, my journey might be very similar to yours, where you just go to Target and you're like, hey, it says green, it says natural, it says chemical free. Okay, the label looks pretty, and I'm going to call it out. Mrs. Myers is one of them. I'm going to call it out because that company makes me so upset. Because when you check them on like the EWG rating app, they rate very poorly. So it's just another big company that bought out, you know, that little company, or they created that little company just to make you feel as a woman, because isn't it female advertising, right? All that advertising is very feminine, to make you feel like you're making a better choice. And that's okay. No shame. I was right there. But for me, in our home, when I found Thieves, that was like my easy button. How many of you have Thieves and you love Thieves? Okay, if you don't, like, this is your next step. Thieves is all plant-based, and here's the Thieves story. Thieves is an essential oil formulated by Gary Young, and it was based on the story of the four thieves. Well, they say four thieves back during the French plague, or the Black Plague, and there was these French merchants that would they would coat themselves in these spices, and they would rob from the dead. And this is more intricate than I'm telling you, but they would not get sick. And so when they were captured, they had to give up what their recipe was. And it was the spices of cinnamon and clove and rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon is in this blend as well. So all of these spices together are very antimicrobial, antiviral, and that's why the Thieves hand soap is the Thieves hand purifier sanitizer is 99.9% effective on killing germs. Okay, we can technically say that 99.9% effective on killing germs. And so the Thieves Household Cleaner is a concentrate of all of those essential oils. So very, very powerful. And this is my easy button. Now, I don't like to say easy button all the time because I still like to be cautious. Like, sometimes I find something and I'm like, yes, but then, you know, companies change or brands change their ingredients. So I'm always like just making sure, you know, is this safe? And so I feel like I have not done my family wrong or anyone else wrong in using this. So I'm going to share with you actually four. I said it was going to be three, but 4 ways that I've simplified my cleaning routine where I don't have all the chemicals or all the different cleaners under my sink, under my bathroom sink, you know, in the pantry. Because how many of you have like 2 bathrooms, right? Or, you know, you have your kitchen sink and you have the bathroom, and there's multiple places where you have cleaners, and then you have your little kiddos too, like you have to worry about them. You don't have to put a lock on your cabinet. When Sawyer was a baby, she would go over to the sink and she would just suck on this nozzle, and I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to call poison control, nothing. And I didn't, you know, and they can help clean. They could grab this spray bottle and they could help clean up their messes as little babies. So number 1, Thieves. This is a concentrate. It comes from Young Living, and you need 1 capful in a 16-ounce spray bottle. I do 2 just for good measure. If you use Thieves 2, maybe you do the same thing, but 2 capsules for good measure. And then you fill it with water. You can fill it with distilled water. I just fill it with tap water because we go through it so often. I have about 3 of these made up. 4, because I keep one in the van too, because how many of you have kids and it's like messes all the time, right? So 4 of these, and when you make this, it comes to about $1.50 for this bottle. You can't go to Target, Walmart, Amazon and get a green cleaner for $1.50, right? And it takes less than 30 seconds to mix up. I don't know if you saw my IGTV the other day. I mixed it up in front of you guys. My kids can do this. Super simple. So this cleans anything. If my husband's like, hey, I need a doggy shampoo, like, oh, let me mix something up for you. If he needs anything, like this is his favorite thing ever. He loves Thieves Cleaner. He's a hunter. He's a fisher. And so it just takes that like smell off his hands. We're gardeners, we're farmers, and it just helps get grit off too. Number 2, bleach. That's a hard breakup. And I will be honest with you. Kay, you asked about a toilet bowl cleaner. I have made toilet bowl bombs with this, where my kids can throw a little fizzy into the toilet bowl. It works, but I feel like I have to clean often. So toilet bowls, I still add a little splash of bleach. Okay, I'm human, but I have gotten rid of adding bleach to my wipes and like drains and stuff. I use a Thieves bleach. Simply peroxide, distilled water, Thieves, and lemon juice. That's it. And I keep a big bottle mixed up under my bathroom sink, and I refill this little tiny one. So when my girls do their laundry, they can fill up like a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup, and they can do their laundry. They can do towels. They can clean the sink out with this, all right? So I have gotten rid of not all of my bleach, but I would say 75% of what even 95% of what I used to use, okay? I just feel like toilet bowls, a little splash. Toilet bowls still need a little bleach, okay? Anyone else agree with me? Because I don't want to be alone on this, but it just, yeah. But simplified, right? My girls can use these things. I do the bleach in the toilet bowl. They do everything else, okay? So they can clean with Thieves. They can do their laundry with the White and Bright, and then we use the laundry soap as well. Stain stick. This is another like huge cleaner. This would be my 3rd thing. I take Thieves Thieves cleaner, and I put it in a roller bottle, concentrated. I add a few drops of lemon, and when they get like messes on their shirts or when they're out playing with the animals, they come in and they roll this on their clothing. Okay, simple, non-toxic stain stick that they can use, and I don't have to worry about them touching chemicals. So lemon is an incredible cleaner too. So I love to pair that with the Thieves, all right? Gets rid of gunk and grime, and all of that. And then my fourth thing is hand soap, because we're constantly washing our hands, right? So that's cleaning, right? So I make, no, I didn't bring it out. But some of you asked for little samples, and this is a little sample of a foaming hand soap. I make my own hand soap with Castile soap, just a tiny bit at the bottom of a foaming hand soap dispenser, about 20 drops of Thieves essential oil, and then I fill it with water. My girls actually make all the hand soaps in the house. They are responsible for making them. And so when I'm washing my hands, when they're washing their hands, after we do like dirty cleaning of like toilet bowls or like toilet seats and sinks and all that, they can wash their hands. When we come in from feeding the animals, gardening, they can wash their hands, and I don't have to worry about chemicals being on their hands all the time. Okay, so 4 simple hacks, all with these. The other thing that makes it really easy, and I know Jamie, you asked about it, the bathroom, right? And I don't have it here with me, the bathroom actually, but it's kind of like this. The Norwex mitt, they have a bathroom mitt that is like this scrubby, and I will spray my shower down with Thieves Cleaner. I keep this in the upstairs bathroom, and I have the bathroom mitt. It is incredible. Those two combined, like rubbing everything away, and my girls can do that too, right? Just scrubbing the bathroom. When we clean counters and bathroom, sinks and stuff, Norwex rags. So these two combined are a very simple solution. You can clean mirrors, like I have the mirror rag and stuff. You don't even need those rags. You can just use like a paper towel, but I'm all about getting rid of waste and not buying paper towels. My sister comes over and she goes, "You don't have any paper towels or napkins?" And I was like, "No, we use cloth napkins, we use rags, we use Norwex." Like, I don't want to be buying those things that I'm just going to throw in the trash. To me, that's like throwing my money in the trash, right? It creates a wasteful mentality with myself when I'm lazy. And I don't want to call anyone lazy. It's just, how easy is it just to grab a paper towel, right? And just clean something up and throw it away, right? So when you notice how often you would go for a paper towel and then throw it away, it's like, wow, I don't want to be wasting my money, right? And so I didn't want to create that in my girls. Like, just grab it, and then we do our laundry with the Thieves laundry soap. So it is an incredible way to just detox your home with just one bottle, okay? You can make your own laundry soap too. I just choose not to. I've tried. Nothing works really as good as just the pre-made stuff, and it's super concentrated. So those are my hacks. Thieves Cleaner for everything. You ask me, does it work for that? Does it work for that? Ask me. You can ask me anything. Honestly, we wash our dog with this. I make a doggy shampoo. We have had things explode in our fridge because I do fermenting, and I think there was like fermented grape soda in my fridge everywhere, like grape stains. I used the concentrate, took the stains away. Stains on our clothes. Like, I just love these. Multi-purpose for everything. Bleach alternative, if you're trying to stay away from bleach or like wean yourself off of it like me. Stain stick and hand soap. Okay, 4 easy hacks that you can start to get rid of those chemicals and create a safer environment for yourself and your family. Okay, and then paired with those Norwex rags, like, incredible, right? There's an entire line. There is dish soap. There's toothpaste. We love the toothpaste because here's the thing. Sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS. It comes in different forms. Cat's crying. Hang on. Sodium lauryl sulfate is derived from coconuts. And so because it's derived from something natural, they can say that it is natural, even though the whole processing creates chemicals and a residual chemical that can hinder our own, responses in our bodies, our own hormones. They can be cancer causing. They can cause rashes. Sodium lauryl sulfate makes everything fit, like toothpaste, hand soap, um, dish detergent, laundry soap. And in 7th generation in those natural companies, you'll see that it's still listed because it is derived from something natural. And so that's the big thing with greenwashing. It's called greenwashing. You can research it, but they make labels and they make the ingredients look like they're safer. They just change names. That's all they do. So just be really, really diligent about that. And when I say let's simplify, how many of you have time to go to Walmart or Target or shop on Amazon and really fact check and like just look at ingredients and stand there with the EWG, app open and scan products? I don't have time for that. And I know most of you don't, right? Especially if we're adding homeschool mama to our list this coming school year. So let's simplify. One bottle, Thieves Cleaner, that's it. If you want to really detox your home, starting with the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit, if you're already a Young Living member, just adding that, you get 2 of these bottles, you get some hand soap, you get the hand sanitizers, you'll get stocked with things to start swapping out in one order. If you're not yet a Young Living member, same thing. You can join with the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit. You get 2 of these cleaners. You get the hand sanitizers, the spray for like carts and public toilet seats. I love them for like if I do go out and eat at a restaurant, like counters and stuff, shopping carts. You get the toothpaste, you get the mouthwash, so like a clean sweep, all with just one simple kit. That's it. And you even get the Thieves essential oil too. You can put it in a diffuser, right? Just to purify the air. So easy solution. Would you all agree that is a super easy solution? I hope so. Yes, I see heads nodding. Awesome. Okay. So I just thank you all for joining, and let's ask some questions. Like I said, I wanted to keep this to 30 minutes tonight. What are your questions about thieves, about cleaning? You can ask them, either unmute yourself, or you can ask in the chat feature at the bottom. So I want to make sure that I cover everyone. Okay. And while you're typing, while you're asking, I just wanted to let you know that our Wednesday night Wealth Folk Zooms are going to go to Monday night. Sarah Paul, who is another educator, she's been hosting Monday nights. I've been hosting Wednesday nights, and she actually did Thieves on Monday, and I said, let's just combine. So next Monday night is all about emotions and living a stress-free life, or at least leaning towards that stress-free life, and some management tools that you can use. She's an amazing educator. So that's next Monday night, and I'll be sharing more of that on Instagram and in our Facebook group and our education group. But if there's no questions at this time, then I'm going to let you all just go back to enjoying your family and your evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you have questions about thieves, let me know. But if you are in our education group, I just posted some really cute labels that you can use for your bottles. One of them is this cute little label, okay? If you are not a member yet and you join with the Thieves Kit this month, I am gifting an entire bottle set with roller bottles, spray bottles, and these cute labels so that you can do a clean sweep in your home and get started just transforming to a chemical-free home. Oh, that's a good one, Tiff. Okay, so Thieves Cleaner with baking soda. Yes, you can make a soft scrub. It does not react. So I have enamel pots, and I love to make a soft scrub with baking soda and clean those pots. I will also make a tub scrub when I'm feeling super DIY-ish and have a little more time. But Bon Ami, I'm going to type that here. I don't know, I think I'm spelling it right. Bonami, I don't know, Bonami. It's this, it comes in a carton, and it has a little chick on the front, and it's a feldspar rock. You can get it at Target. It's on the bottom shelf where like no one, buys from, right? They put all those things on the bottom shelf. I mix Bon Ami and baking soda and Thieves Cleaner, and you can make a tub scrub. So Jamie, that might help you too, okay? And you can combine that either with that like Norwex mitt, or you can just get some elbow grease and really scrub, right? So that works great too. Yeah, great question. Yes, thieves will definitely help build immunity. So I want you to think about this, which I never thought about. I was cleaning my bathtub with like these chemical cleaners, and there's residual on there. And then I sit my baby in that bathtub and I fill that water up, and all those residual chemicals are still there, and they're leaching into her skin. They're leaching into my skin, into my feet. When my kids were crawling on the ground after I mopped my floor, all those residual chemicals are still there. So the Thieves Cleaner, that residual is there, and it's not going to harm them. You're breathing in it as you're cleaning. So it's adding to your immunity. Is it going to be like this superpower of like enhancing your immunity? No, but every little bit helps. So if you're brushing your teeth with Thieves, if you're using the mouthwash, if you're washing your hands with Thieves, cleaning with Thieves, think about all that is compounding for your good. Every choice you make, and I don't want to bring fear into this, but every choice you make either is a choice towards life or death, okay? Life or dis-ease. I shouldn't say death because that's just a little harsh, but in the long run it is. So it's either life-giving or it's creating dis-ease in your body, right? Dis-ease is disease. So choosing things that are going to amplify your well-being is what you want. Those chemicals in those cleaners are actually hindering and bringing dis-ease because they're disrupting hormones. They're interfering with respiratory function, adrenal function. So just think of it that way, right? So in the long run, yes, it does help with immunity because it's compounding over time. The more you can get these into your system and into your home, the better you're going to feel, and your body's going to be able to function properly. Great question, Caitlin. Love that. Okay. Well, if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to help you navigate this whole chemical-free world. It's a journey. Trust me. I'm still finding things that I'm like, ooh, I need to get rid of that, right? So no one is perfect, and we all, it's all our own journey. So have an amazing evening, and I thank you all so much for joining and taking time out of your Wednesday evening. Bye, guys.